Hello, my friends. Hello. It is Friday night, and I'm very excited to be with you tonight. I've got some things to show you tonight. Some of you might have seen a little sneak peek of what turned up on my doorstep today. I did do a little reel this afternoon on Instagram and also on my Facebook page showing what was there. So excited to have everyone here. How's everyone's week been? Has anyone anything cool and exciting to tell me about your week this week? Anyone? Anyone got some news, stuff we want to share? So I see we've got lots of people here already. We're up to 20 already this morning, or tonight, I should say. It's morning in some places. Who's watching where it's morning? Monique, it must be morning for you. You're in the Netherlands, right? So about 9 o'clock in the morning or thereabouts. Actually, be a bit later now because I see you were on early. Margaret's there. Jodie's here. Hello, hello. I hope everyone is well. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Solvega. Nice to see you guys. All right, I've got lots of things to tell you tonight. So some of you, like I said, may have seen I got my first pre-order today. Now, in my very first one, I didn't order a lot because I was waiting to get paid. You know how it is, right? And then I got paid, so then I ordered a second box, bigger box. And then I realized I forgot my catalogs in the second box. So then I had to put in the third order, and that one has my catalogs coming. So all those things will come in the next few days. And the first one arrived today. And it took a long time. Normally I get my orders pretty quickly. But some of you might like to hear the news that the 4th of April, which was the day that the pre-order began for the new catalogue, also the day that the retiring products went live, that was the busiest day for orders in Stampin' Up's history. Okay, and I believe that is the same in, I think, in all markets. Definitely the biggest day in the US history, and I think here in the South Pacific as well. So, or Sydney, Australia. So that's pretty cool. I mean, how exciting that everyone is loving on the new stuff so much, and it's lovely to see it all. Jody, how was your cruise? Was it fun? Oh no, you've been unwell. That's not good. Oh yes, I hope I can help cheer you up tonight. That'd be awesome if I can. You're still waiting for your pre-order, Glenda? Yeah, I'm still waiting for some of mine as well. But I do know that it has been all hands on deck in the warehouse. They're working really, really hard to try and get those hundreds and hundreds of orders out to everybody. It's amazing. So 11:30 over there, Monique. That's cool. How are you, Miss Jenny? Nice to see you. Hey, Sharon. I have so many people to say hello to, and I know I'm going to miss people. So I'm so sorry if I missed your name. And I know there's a few people, like Laura's here, Nairi's here, Leslie's here. Oh, my goodness. All right. So let me continue on, but just wanted to say a big hi to everyone. And I hope that you've all got some fun stuff planned for the weekend. It's Friday night here. So that means we're coming up on Saturday. I'll tell you one thing I did today. I pulled out, I'm tempted to show you what it looks like. I've got my camera angled over into this corner because my table looks like a bomb went off. And I'm actually going to do something I almost never do. And I'm actually going to show you. All right. And you're going to be horrified at what it looks like at the moment. But I had a friend here today. Look at this. Can you see it all? That's all retiring product. All of those boxes and boxes of stuff. So it's either stuff that's retiring at the end of this catalogue, which is the 1st of May, and the new catalogue comes out. So it's either retiring then or it's already retired previously and I need to move it. So I've got stuff everywhere. And it's very overwhelming at the moment. But my plan is to try and I'm trying to get a lot of it, the stuff that has been previous retired, because the stuff that's retiring at the end of this catalogue is actually still current right now. So it's current until the new catalogue goes live on the 2nd of May. And so if it's on the retiring list currently, it's still considered current until the new catalogue comes out. Okay, so I can't sell any of that stuff, but I'm starting to sell off some of my older retired stuff. My customers have gone through it. We've done some buy one, get one free sales with product in the past. I've had some of it on Facebook Marketplace and there's a couple of Facebook groups that do retired stock. I've tried lots of places to get rid of it. So now I'm doing eBay. So I'm sitting down to try and list a lot of my bundles on eBay over the next, and guess why? Because next month, I'm very excited. Some of you would know this already. I'm off on the Stampin' Up incentive trip on the 20th of May. So we need some extra dollars for our trip. It'd be nice to be able to relax and just enjoy the trip and not have to worry about money. So I'm selling a lot of my retired stuff right now because that's gonna help us have some fun spending money while we're away. So that is the plan. Okay. So I thought tonight I would show you what's in the box of stuff that I got. Also, quickly, we have Craft Along coming up. Now, I should give you the date of it. Give me a second and I'll just tell you what the actual date is, because I don't know that I've announced it publicly. I think I did in one of my previous newsletters. It should be the 30th. So the last day of April is the day that I have currently scheduled to do Craft Along. Okay, and this time we're doing a technique. We're doing embossing folder techniques, because there's lots and lots of fun things you can do with embossing folders, and we're going to do some of those. So there'll be lots of alternate card designs included in the tutorials. But for those of you who placed an order with me last month, in the month of March, you will also get the supplies to make the project that we make live on the day. Okay, so I have more details coming out about that very soon, but just something to tell you that it's coming up. If you like getting supply packs, whenever you order $60 or more in a particular month, the following month you get the supply pack. So anyone who's placing orders in March with me will get the supplies to make in April right now, we'll get the supplies to make the project in May. Okay. And yes, I'll be doing that a little bit early next month because I need to have it done and the project and everything done and everything out to everybody to make the project before we go away. I'm leaving on the 20th of May. So it's all going to happen a little bit early next month. So I'm starting to work on those things now so that I will have enough time to get it all done next month for you. Okay. You haven't seen any of mine for sale? Well, I'm listing a whole bunch on eBay. I listed about 10 things today on eBay. And then I'll probably do some more tomorrow. We'll see. So I'm hoping I'll have plenty of time for that. Okay, so let's show you what is in my box of goodies that I got today. Anyone keen to see them? I know that some of you have seen some of these products already. One of the benefits of being a demonstrator is that we get to order the products first. So we get to order them before they go live to customers. And there's a very good reason for that. It's called pre-order. And the reason that we get to do it is, first of all, one, it's a perk of being a demonstrator. But also it means that we can start designing and playing with those items so that by the time the catalogue goes live, customers have been watching us make them and have a bit of an idea of what sort of things they might like and what they like the look of. So it's a really cool way of getting the stuff out there even before the catalogue goes live. And it's really great for demonstrators because we get first dibs at everything. So that's one of my favorite perks. I've got them, Linda, I've got them on eBay at the moment under my name. So let me see if I can I don't know. I'm the only person who can put a link in the comments. Let me just see if, I don't know that you can. I can link to one of them, but at the moment, like I said, I've got only around 9 or 10 on there. So there's not a lot to see, but there will be more in the coming days. So my name on eBay, let me see if I can find this for you. Is Linda Stamps 2009. That's my seller information. So let me see. And if I'm just going to see if it gives me, if I can put that link up. If I can, I'll put it in the comments for you and you should be able to click on it. Let's see. Oh, you saw it, Monique? You saw it already? There you go. All right. So that's what I'm selling right now, but there's going to be tons more. And if anyone is after a particular bundle, you can reach out to me personally and see if I have a particular bundle, because that way you'll be able to get it even before I list it. Then I'm absolutely fine with that. I've got them marked down considerably. I've got like buy it now prices on them, but I'm actually listing all the bundles for $20 and then I'm for auction, and then I'll just see what they go for. I'm happy to take only 20 for them, but if You know, if someone bids 20 and then they end up going a lot higher, that's great, right? Good for me. Not so good for the people who are bidding. All right, let's switch over to the camera, and I'm going to my desk here. And what I'm going to do, oh no, that needs to go that way. There we go. And I'm a little bit crooked, so let me just straighten that up a little. All right, I'm going to move that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to zoom out, because what I want to do is actually show you what's in the box. Ugh, that's very high. Let's see. Can you see that okay? All right, let me grab the box. Try not to trip over on my way. All right, so here we have our big box. So this is actually not that big a box. All right, this is the basic things I wanted on the very first order. Like I said, I was trying to be really careful with my budget. So I got a number of things that I really, really liked and that I want to start using. This paper is part of a suite. Now, the rest of the suite is coming in the second order that's on its way. This one's called Countryside Inn. It's 12 by 12 paper, and it's really, really beautiful. Okay, so it's all shades of blue and white. And I always love, let me grab my scissors. I always love blue and white together. I'm a sucker for that. So as soon as I saw this paper, I was like, oh, yeah, gotta have that. And the Countryside Inn suite that it's part of is really nice. I really like it. It's a bunch of nesting dies. And like I said, they'll be on their way. All right, so one thing that there is something special about this paper I want to show you. This is not specialty paper. It's just general normal paper. And I'll bring it up close so you can see the colors. All right, so you can see it's different shades of blue. On the back, it always tells you what colors are in here. So the colors in here are Balmy Blue, which is a light, subtle color, Boho Blue, which is a new color, Misty Moonlight, which some of you may remember is a returning color, and Night of Navy. Okay, so basically 4 different shades of blue, and of course white, which is the background there. So that's what's on this one. Now on the back, there's my navy, which I love. I love Night of Navy. It's one of my favorite colors. This is really cute. It's got little bunnies on it. Can you see them? Look at them. Aren't they cute? That'd be nice Easter paper. A bit late now, but it would be nice for Easter. And then we've got our Balmy Blue stripes there on the back. We have little birdies on here, which is really, really pretty. Don't all the blues look nice together? You can't really go wrong with blues. Okay, that one's a navy stripe on the back there. You love it too? Yeah, I love it too, Sean. It's lovely. Now, this one I want to pull out because this one I want to show you something different. On the back of that one, we've got stripes. Looks a bit like pajamas, doesn't it? Don't you think that looks like striped pajamas? And then here we have some little foxes. How cute are those guys? Look at little foxes. I love a little fox. And then on the back of that one, we have some navy dots. And oh, actually, they're not dots. They're little flowers. Look at that. That's really pretty. And then the very last design on here is like little trees. Really, really pretty. Now the medium kind of, the navy obviously is the dark color. And then we have, let me show you, actually, will I show you that next? Maybe I will. So in the in colors, the new in colors, you can see I have opened my box previously. These are the new colors. And I actually really, really like them. This one is a little bit like a Cajun Craze, but it's softer. This is Pebble. I love this one. This is Pebble Path, I think. I need to double check. I think that's right. What it tells me here. Yeah, Pebbled Path. All right, this is the ink that goes with it. All right, so I've got all the inks to match. This one here is going to be a lot of fun. This is called Moody Mauve. Now, those of you in the US, they don't say mauve over there. They say mauve. And it just sounds really weird to me. So mauve is the color we call it here in Australia. Those of you who are, what do you say, Monique? Or what does everybody else say? It's, no, not as yellow as cinnamon cider, really. I think closer to Cajun Craze, except I don't have any Cajun Craze paper. I think we had this discussion recently that I don't have any paper that's Cajun Craze. Let me have a quick look. But I did do a card the other night with Cajun Craze. Let me see. Do I have any? I don't think I have any of that color. It's just a color I don't use. But I am having a quick look to see if I can find any. In my scrap drawer. No, can't see any. I did make a card with it the other day as a challenge because I really wanted to use that color just because it's such a color that I hardly ever use. But I can't even see. No, can't find it. Who's doing the found it kind of thing? Okay, well this is Cajun Craze in the paper, and you can see I've used a bit of it there. It's a little softer, but it's in the same kind of colorway. But I actually think I prefer this. This is a little bit dustier, right? Cajun Craze is a bit more reddish, and this is a little bit more brown. So that's just my personal preference. I think I prefer this one to the Cajun Craze. Pebble Path, I love. This is really nice. And then we have also in here the Moody Mauve, the Wild Wheat, which is kind of a mustardy kind of a color, and this is Boho Blue. Do you remember what else is Boho Blue? Does anyone else remember? Look what else is Boho Blue. Now can you see that this is the same color? This is the little the mini cut and emboss machine that was our joining special back in January, February. That is no longer a joining special, but this month, if you're a demonstrator, it is being offered to demonstrators this month as a sale, as like you can order it for the same price as the white mini. And then next month, if there's any left, they're going to offer it to customers. Okay, so if you really want a blue one of these, it is not impossible that it might be coming your way, but this month only for demonstrators. If there's any left next month, it'll be available to customers. All right, so that's the same color. You pronounce it the same as me, Monique. Okay, well, that's good to know. Yeah, mauve, not mauve. Mauve is weird. Just weird. Sorry, American friends. All right, so I love these colors and I love how they look together. Now, let me just tell you a little bit. Okay, so obviously this boho blue is the color that's in this paper. Okay, you can see how beautiful it looks together because that's exactly a match. I am coming back to that other sheet that I pulled out before too. Can I just give you my particular theory on what makes a good set of in colors? Now, I've had mixed reactions. I haven't been reading all your comments, but mixed reactions to in colors, and particularly these ones. Now, last year's were very bright. So last year's, these are the ones, these ones are still in for another year. And then at the end, this time next year, we'll be saying goodbye to these ones. And a lot of people really love these colors, okay, because they're very, very strong, bright colors. Yeah. So I kind of feel like we were due to have some more murkier, shall I call them murky, grungy kind of colors, which is what I think these are. And for me, the test of whether a good set of in colors, okay, is a set that you can pick any three and they look good together. Now, the one that I'm the least attracted to is the wild wheat, okay, but it does still, I can see where it has a place in this group. And if I was to pick any three colors, they look great together, okay. That is, for me, the test of, I mean, look at these, how nice these look. I like the look of these. Look at those. Isn't that beautiful? What a nice color pairing. And so you can actually change them around and see, okay, that looks okay as well, you know. So my thinking is that if you pick any three colors out of an in color group and they look good or look okay together, then the color people at Stampin' Up have done their job well. So this is a good set because everything looks pretty great together. There is actually a couple of, in the new catalog, there's a couple of paper packs coming. The one with the daisies and the one called, I think it's called Urban Elegance or something like that, both of which are not available yet, although I do have the daisies coming on pre-order. The papers for those feature all of these colors, and I think the daisies features all of the colors plus Pretty Peacock. So these plus a, you know, darkish tealy kind of bluey green. So really interesting colouring set, but that's how those work. All right, I'm going to pull those out for now. And then these are the ink pads. I was lucky. I got a bonus wild wheat. Of all the colours, that's the one I told you I like the least, and that's the one they sent me two of by mistake. I rang Stampin' Up this afternoon and let them know. So, yeah, just ended up with an extra one. So these are really lovely. But you get a better colour, a look at the colours with the cardstock than you do with the ink pads, because sometimes the colours on the outside are not completely true. All right. So I decided we had textured ribbon in all of those in colours. So I decided to get one just so I could have a look at it. I'm just trying to think. I think I've got a second one coming in the next order. But this is the Moody Mauve. So let's see if I can get it open. That's always a challenge. Let me grab my scissors. Sorry. So I'm so sorry. I'm so busy doing this. I'm not really paying attention to comments. So I hope your pre-order's on the way. Yay. I ordered. Okay, here's the thing with the pre-order. Okay, I have a friend, Ellen. I don't know if she's watching tonight, but Ellen was, she put her order in just after midnight, which is when it opened. Okay. I decided not to do that. I decided to get up early and put my order in the next morning. I ordered at 7 a.m. And then I was chatting to another team member who I know she's here. She didn't order until a little bit later in the day. And my friend who ordered at midnight got her order before Easter. And then I, at 7 a.m. the next morning when I ordered, didn't get mine. It was meant to come yesterday and it didn't. It came today. I'm wondering if my friend who ordered a little later got her order today or if it's still on its way. I hope you can see this ribbon. It's got beautiful texture to it. Can you see that? Try and get it really close. It's really, really nice. So this is the Moody Mauve, and it's really lovely. And I've ordered. I can't remember if I ordered the Pebble Puff or I think it was the Boho Blue actually. So this is really nice. And how much of this? Oh, it's 9.1 meters, which is the normal amount. Sometimes we have shorter lengths of ribbon, but normally there's 9.1 meters of ribbon on a roll. Okay, that's just the standard. All right, so let's look at some other colors. Now this is the new color core cardstock pack, and the reason I'm showing you this is all the colors that are coming in that are either new or returning, and these will be in our color families, not in the in colors, but in the brights, neutrals, subtles, and regals. Okay, so I hope everyone knows what I mean. So they've taken out 11 colors, and these are our 11 new colors, and some of them will be familiar to you. So I've got to remember all the names. Is it Lolly? Is it Lemon Lolly? I think it's Lemon Lolly, this color. It's kind of similar to So Saffron. Should we look and see how similar it is? Let's have a look. I like putting colors that you know next to colors that are new to give you an idea of how different they are. So I think that really helps. And I actually, this is quite a light, like a very light lemonade yellow to me. This is So Saffron. Okay, it's really different. I didn't even think it was going to be that different. Okay, So Saffron is also a soft yellow, but this is really light by comparison. Look at that, really different. And if you wanted to look at daffodil, let me find a daffodil piece if I have any. Okay, this is daffodil. Cookie, goodness me, you're noisy tonight, darling. Okay, this is daffodil. Actually, is that daffodil or that might be Mango Melody? That looks too dark to be daffodil. Okay, this is daffodil. So that's different again. This is Mango Melody, which is also retiring. Okay, and there's your yellows. All right, so this is the new one, Lemon Lolly. Look how different that is. It is a bit like Barely Banana, Sean. You're right. Barely Banana was around when I first started, but hasn't been around for a lot of years now. So then we have So Saffron, we have Mango Melody, and we also have Daffodil Delight. Okay, so there's your different colors. You know, now I'm saying this, I'm wondering if this is crushed curry. Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me have a little look. That's Mango Melody. This is Crushed Curry. I gave you the wrong color. Let's start that again. Lemon Lolly. This is a new one. So Saffron, which is retiring. Crushed Curry, which is in our Regals. Mango Melody, which is retiring. And Daffodil Delight. See, even I couldn't get my colors right. I'm usually pretty good at colors, but there you go. So that's what your Lemon Lolly looks like. Is that helpful? Do you guys find it helpful to see them next to other colors? Now, this is a new color. It's called Bubble Bath, which is a great name for a color. It's like a really, really light pink with a bit of purpley tone to it. All right. And if you want to put it next to Fresh Freesia, which I think is the next closest, which is another color in our range as well, you can see how different it is. Okay. So this is definitely pinkier. This is your Fresh Freesia, which is more purple. All right. So it's good to see them together. And some of you will remember and recognize this color. Anyone? This is Lemon Lime Twist. Do you guys remember this from years ago? So it's similar to Parakeet Party, but shall we see how different it is? And I know, Jody, you love Parakeet Party, don't you? So we have a couple of colors here which are similar but different. All right, so it is similar. I don't know if you can see the difference there. This is more yellow and this is more green. All right, so this is the Parakeet, and the Lemon Lime Twist definitely has more of the yellow in it, but it's hard to see. It's similar. Okay, the Lemon Lime Twist is going to be staying around for a number of years now. It's in our core range. Parakeet Party will only last for another year. So this one will be going in 12 months' time. All right, then we have our Fresh Freesia, and I think we did a good comparison with Bubble Bath, and I don't think anyone, this is Highland Heather next to that. Look how different it is. All right, you can see it's a lot pinkier and lighter. So there's that. Now this is a new color. I think it's Azure Afternoon, I think is what it is. Reminds me a little bit of, do you remember Tempting Turquoise? Reminds me of that. Now this color, this is Tahitian Tide, which is an in color, and you can see how different they are when you put them together. It's actually really different. So, and it's definitely more of a true blue. It doesn't have any yellow in it at all. So, you know, Coastal Cabana is a lot more yellow. Let's pull that out. And Bermuda Bay that's retiring, which I have heaps of. See what I mean about this is much more green. All right, so this is the new color, Azure Afternoon. And here we have our Tahitian Tide, and this is Coastal Cabana. Is this helpful? Yeah, so you have to put them together, Jenny. Do you see that? So you think a color is like another color, but when you put them together, you go, oh, actually they're not. They're really different. So there you go. Now this reminds me a little bit of Soft Succulent, which has just been retired. But this is Lost Lagoon. So this is an old color coming back. Let me grab my Soft Succulent and show you how different it is. Here we go. Here's some Soft Succulent. Here's Soft Succulent. Can you see that they are quite different? This one's definitely, Lost Lagoon's got more blue in it. But you wouldn't think that until you put it next to Soft Succulent. So they have got differences, definitely. And okay, this is a color I really like. This is called Pecan Pie, and I heard someone at Stampin' Up saying the other day, I think actually it was one of the color ladies from the company, one of the ones who works with colors all the time. She was saying for pie lovers, we have pecan pie now as well as pumpkin pie. So pecan pie is more to me like soft suede, but is definitely different. Okay, so soft suede was a good antiquing color. But let me show you how different it is when you put them together. Does anyone else think it looks like Soft Succulent? Yeah? Let's see it next to Soft Suede. Sorry, not Soft Succulent. I meant Soft Suede. Okay? Look how different they are. Really different. This is definitely more orangey, or got more yellow, more of a yellow base. And this is a stronger color. This is softer. Okay? So Pecan Pie is softer than Soft Suede. Now here's an interesting color. A lot of people wanted this color to come back. This is Misty Moonlight, and it's a couple of years since we had this as an in color. It was super, super popular, and a lot of people really lamented it when it left us. I didn't particularly, even though I like the color, I've always found if I wanted to stamp Misty Moonlight, I could stamp off Night of Navy and get pretty much the same thing. But I do love having the cardstock. I love having the cardstock available in Misty Moonlight. It's a really lovely, it's got a bit of a grey, dusty tone to it. And you can see how different it is next to Night of Navy, but tonally they work really well together. So Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy look really, really good. See how different they are? Super different. But if you stamp off Night of Navy, you're going to get a color very similar to Misty Moonlight. So there's a little tip for you. Until you have your Misty Moonlight ink pad, you can get away with using a bit of Night of Navy in the meantime. Berry Burst. Oh my goodness. This was a color we had in In Colors a few years ago. It's kind of a magenta-y kind of color. In the meantime, though, we did have Magenta Madness, and that was very, very vibrant. So let me see what we have. Polished Pink is the other color that's similar but going out. So this is Polished Pink. Look how different they are. Totally different, right? Berry Burst is fun, right? That's a great way to describe it, Sean, like soft suede. So you're saying that pecan pie is like soft suede and cinnamon cider had a baby. Did anyone see that comment? That's a really great comment. Thank you for making it. This is Polished Pink next to Berry Burst, which makes me think this is more like Rich Razzleberry, but let's get that and see. So I'm just pulling these randomly out of my paper packing here. And I've got, well, Merry Merlot is leaving us. And that's nothing like this. Okay, there's Merry Merlot. Look, that's different again. Totally, totally different. And what else? Where's my Rich Razzleberry? Here we go. And we got Rich Razzleberry here. Look at all these colors, how different they are. Can you see how different these are? All right, so this is Polished Pink. This is the new Berry Burst. This is Merry Merlot, and this is Rich Razzleberry. Totally different colors, and you wouldn't think so until you put them together. The only other color that I wanted to check was Blackberry Bliss, if I have any of that. I don't know if I do. I need to order some Blackberry Bliss. I really like Blackberry Bliss, and I'm really glad they kept it. Hang on a second. I think I have it in 12 by 12. I'm pretty sure I do. All right. So this is Blackberry Bliss. And you can see that's different again. Merry Merlot and Blackberry Bliss are closer in tone. Actually, that's the same color. This is Merry Merlot. And what am I saying? This is Merry Merlot. Oh my gosh. That's not Blackberry Bliss. That came out of a neutrals pack. So yeah, no, not Blackberry Bliss. All right. Maybe I don't have any Blackberry Bliss. I might have to grab some because I'm going to need... Oh, and that's something worth mentioning. Did you realize that a lot of basic items are going to be going up in the new catalogue? So when the catalogue comes out on the 2nd of May, please check that you have all your basics. Cardstock is going up. Envelopes are going up. Tombow multi-purpose glue is going up. What else is going up? I remember seeing quite a few things today that you definitely want to check because there's items in the adhesives and all the basics, and you want to grab them before the price increase. So let me pull that out. Polished Pink. There's our Berry Burst. There we go. Now who remembers this one? This was another color we had a few years ago. It's called Blueberry Bushel, and it's to me, a really strong blue that's right in the middle. It's not, there's no yellow in this at all, and it totally fits into, it's almost like a primary color. So beautiful blue, but really nice to work with. We used to have a color called Brilliant Blue that was similar. That I don't have any of that anymore. The closest I can tell you about right now is probably Pacific Point, and Starry Sky. Let's look at those. So Starry Sky is a lot more purple. See that? It's got a lot more purple in it. And if I pull it up close, you might be able to see it better. It's quite different. And then also we have Orchid Oasis, which is this one. And that's a much lighter purple. Actually, they'll kind of look nice together, don't they? Look at that. Get a really good feel for what these colours look like. There's a lot more purple in this. So move those out. I don't actually think I have any Pacific Point left. I think I've tried to use that all up at my last scrapbooking class. I probably still have some in my scrapbooking bag, but anyway, gives you an idea. And next to Night of Navy, well, that I just had that before, didn't I? What did I do with the Night of Navy? Must have put it aside. That's okay. And then last but definitely not least is Pretty Peacock. Okay, this is a returning in color from a couple of years back. The one that's from the longest back, I think, is Lost Lagoon. That was like 2014 in colors, so it's been a long time. This one was only a couple of years ago, and we had some beautiful papers and things that were in this color, and it's a favorite of mine particularly. So Lost Lagoon, the color we were looking at before, is a little bit similar but a lot lighter. Can you see that it's also got that greeny kind of tone going on, but it's a lot lighter? And then other colors in that colorway, to give you an idea, and it's really not the same at all, but Bermuda Bay is retiring, and that has a lot more green in it. Can you see that? So, and it's a much brighter color as well. Can you imagine what a fun job it must be working at Stampin' Up and getting to pick all the colors and name all the colors, and how much fun must they have? I reckon they have a lot of fun when they have those meetings. All right, so I did get one stamp set, and I'm going to show you this in just a second. It's called Little Monkey, and it has a matching punch because I'm a sucker for a stamp set with a matching punch. All right, so I'm going to pull that out. And then I wanted to show you this embossing folder. It is called Countryside Blossoms embossing folder. Let's move this out of the way. And I'm going to zoom back in because, oops, where is the zoomy bit? There it is. All right. All right, can we see that okay? Is that all right? Move this back into the picture a little bit. Sometimes it's easier to move the bit on the ground than it is to move the phone. All right, now I can sort of see your comments again. I'm so sorry if I've missed a lot of things. Has anyone asked questions that I wasn't able to answer? Oh, Sean, you did well. The blueberry bushel was the only returning color you didn't have. That's awesome. I know, me too, Shirley. I know I won't be able to. I've put in several orders now since last week. Yes, thanks, Jody. That's what I was going to tell everyone. That's why I pulled out that piece of paper. You just stole my thunder, honey. That's why I bought this out, okay? Because I wanted to show you that this beautiful embossing folder pulls out, it actually works with this sheet of paper. Did you think I didn't know that, Jody? That's why I wanted to show you. All right, so I'm just going to go back and see if I've missed any. Oh, you received your order today, Shirley? Yeah. Oh, sometimes that happens with the inks. And I'm sorry that you had an ink pad. And that seems to be a problem we have here in Australia more than any others. I don't know why that is exactly. I've had some people say it's the climate, but I don't think that's just what it is. I also think that the ink pads, when they leave Stampin' Up, they bounce around in the boxes all over the place. And if you do, I had one recently that leaked, sitting on my bookshelf, and the reason why was because I didn't have it sitting flat. And when they're traveling, they definitely aren't sitting flat. Sorry, excuse me. Cookie, what's up, Bubby? Can you please be quiet? Thank you. Thanks, sweetheart. He'll talk again in a minute, but anyway. So I'm just going back and having a little look to see if I missed any questions. And if I did miss a question, please ask it again. So I am so sorry. Yep, that's right. Oh, they're really good about replacing them. So that is the thing. If there's a problem, you need to let Stampin' Up know, because if they aren't right when you get them, then absolutely they will replace them for you. The other thing is that they need to know so that they can hopefully keep putting pressure on the powers that be to actually get them to look more closely at it. So I'm glad to hear they're replacing them for you, and they always do. All right, so I don't know if you can see the design on here. Okay, it does match up with the design on here. Okay, so let's see if I can, is it symmetrical? That is the thing I'd like to know. All right, so if that one, can I do it both? I think I can. It does match. All right, so the nice thing about this, I wasn't going to make a card with this tonight, but maybe I will. I was going to do the monkey. Maybe I'll do the monkey on Sunday, and maybe we'll do this now. Let's do this now. What do you think? Shall we do that? That'd be a bit of fun, right? All right, let me get my trimmer out from under this big pile of paper that I've created here. Cookie, darling. I might have to see to him in a minute. I don't know what his issue is. All right, so I'm going to cut this at the 4-inch mark. Now I'm saying inches. I know that we don't do inches here. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go a bit further over. I'm going to go, because I want to have it wide enough that it's going to fit in here. Right, and I'm not going to cut the top because I want to make sure it's going to fit first. Right, so this piece here, you line it up. I find it is easiest to line up. I've only done this like just by looking earlier. I haven't actually done one, but I want to line it up with the leaves. There's these leaves that go around here, okay? And let's put that in there. It's such a nice paper. This is just gorgeous. I love all the blues. Anyone else a blue fan like me? Reminds me of my mum too. My mum isn't here anymore, but she loved blue. She just loved it. And, you know, I always, whenever I think of blue things, it makes me think of her. All right, I'm trying to line it up really well so it correlates exactly to the pattern. And I think I've got it pretty close. All right. All right, so this means that this is going to mean that my design on the paper is going to be raised up. All right, so let's put this through, and I'll need to bring in my cut and emboss machine. So for those of you who don't know, this is not a 3D embossing folder, so we shouldn't need to, just thinking, what will I need? I'm just thinking, do I need this or not? I know that if I'm going to put it through Hinge first. I know that if I am doing a 3D embossing folder, I don't use this plate, but because it's not 3D, I'm going to try it with the plate. And then if it doesn't work right, you can usually feel straight away if it's not right. Then I'll come back out and, oh no, that's going through well. So all I did was remove the adapter plate. Right, let's see how this looks. Now, I don't know if you can see this. Can you see now that my design is raised? Can you see that? How nice is that? Can you see it? I think I can see that. So it's got that beautiful texture to it. You can see it on the back as well. But this pattern now is like the pattern itself is raised. And now I can cut it down and use it on a card. So that's kind of cool, right? Have we had, I think we've only, I'm just trying to think what paper. We did have some other paper a while back that was yellow that that worked really, really well with the embossing folders, and it looks really lovely when you did it. All right, so I'm going to, normally I would make this, is that going to work? It is actually going to work. So I'm doing this at 14.3, which is going to be my card front size, and I want it to be 10 centimeters wide. I could cut it down if I wanted to, but what I want is for that to be right there in the middle. So let's start by taking off a little bit here. And that's going to be about right. So I'm making it 10 centimeters wide. Okay, can you see how nice that is? Oh, love it. That's really, really nice. Okay. All right, so I've cut that this big. I'm actually going to take a tiny bit off because I want to have a mat behind it. So, and we can choose. So I'm going to make it 13.8 long. I've decided it's too big, and I'm going to take a teensy bit off each side. That might actually be right. I'm going to take a little bit more off. And I want to have a mat behind it. You could also, something else you could do is you could emboss a vellum layer and put that over the background. That would look really nice as well. Now we get to choose what color we want. We can have the navy, we can have the balmy blue, or we can have the boho blue. And I'm leaning towards the navy because we've got these little navy kind of dots and things in there. And I think that might be nice. So let me use that. There we go. Some navy. Yes, so this is called the Countryside Inn. It's not available yet. Okay, it will be available come the 2nd of May, unless you're a demonstrator, and then it actually is available right now. So if you're not a demonstrator and you thought ever about being one, reach out. I'll get some information to you. It's absolutely fantastic, and not just because it's a great price and all those things, but the community of demonstrators is absolutely wonderful. And I hope that a lot of you have seen that by being here with me on a Friday night and a Sunday night. Our community is amazing. So it's worth it just for that, because that's absolutely priceless value. It's fantastic. But there's also lots of other little perks as well. All right. Now, this is the back of this paper, and I'm rather liking that stripe. What do you think? Do we like the stripe? Do we want the stripe in that? Or there's also stripe in this paper on a couple of other pieces, but darker. So let me have a quick look. There's this one, this stripe. And then there's also just like a navy stripe, which is also really nice. This one. So that might be nice as well. So I'm deciding which one I prefer. I'm actually going to go ahead and I just got a couple of little raggedy bits on the edges there. I'm just going to just get those with my finger. You can also, if you have a sanding block, you can run your sanding block. When you have cut over an embossed image, sometimes you get a few ragged edges where the embossing bits are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my, now here's something that's going up in the new catalogue. Get yourself some multi-purpose glue, guys, because it is going up. Certainly here in Australia, it's currently, so listen carefully, it's currently, hey Ellen, nice to see you. I just looked and saw all the comments. You think the navy stripe? Okay, all right. The darkest is the one everybody's looking at. Okay, no problem. Tombow currently costs $7, okay? And I go through this stuff like water because I use it all the time. It is going up in the new catalogue to $9.50, okay? And if you think, oh my goodness, that's a huge hike, just spare a thought for all the poor people who buy them at Spotlight for $13, okay? So even at $9.50, we're still way ahead, but right now it's $7. So guess what you need to do before the end of the month, all right? Don't stock up on your basics. So that's envelopes, it's cardstock, lots of things that you're going to want to get before the end of the month. And I can't tell you this enough, because you'll be sad if you forget and wait till next month and then realize you needed to stock up on the basics now. All right. This feels, I have to tell you, I wish I could get you to feel it. It feels so nice because of that lovely embossed image. Isn't it lovely? Look at that. Really, really pretty. All right. So we like the navy stripe, and I was thinking about maybe going across with the navy stripe, but I'm having another idea. So I'm just going to cut this at the 3-inch mark. Sometimes when I'm talking about 12 by 12 paper or 6 by 6 paper, I talk inches just because I can. Now we have some new things coming. We have our stylish shapes dies, which are not new. Those have been around and they're going into the new catalogue. I'm very happy to say they're all the different shapes with the lovely stitched edges. But we do also have, and they're available now, some new punches. Okay, these are going to be in the new catalogue as well. But actually, are they going to be in the new catalogue? Can anyone tell me that? Let me look at my new catalogue. Are these going to be in there, or are they just available online? Because I know you can get them right now in the online exclusives. And if you're wondering how to find the online exclusives, okay, really easy. All you do is you go to the online store, and then I'm just looking in the catalogue to see if there is a new circle punch in the new catalogue, which I don't have yet, and that's the 2 3/8 circle punch, which is 6 centimeters across. It's a bit bigger than this one, okay? But this size is only available online. If you want the 2-inch or the 1 3/4 inch punches, you need to get those in the online store. Okay, so you go to the online store, and you can get to the online store through my Facebook page or by clicking over to my blog, which is up on the screen right now. It's lhiggins.blogspot.com, okay? And then you hit the Shop Now button. And when you hit the Shop Now button, it takes you to the online store, and it will say up in the corner that you're shopping with me. And then you can see in the left-hand corner, it says Shop Products. And when you click the Shop Products, it drops down all the different categories of products. So you can shop adhesives, you can shop tools, which is where you'll find your punches, but not these punches. These ones are going to be in an area that says online exclusives. And the good thing about the online exclusives, and why you want to go have a look at those, is you will not find them in a catalogue. They are only online. Okay, so you want to go to the Shop Products item under the menu, and then go online exclusives to see all the things that are in there. Okay, now let me just grab it out. These are the items that are in online exclusives. Actually, is this all of them? Yeah, I think it is. So we've got, the lovely basic embossing folders. We've got the naturally gilded, beautiful foil paper, those elegant border dies. There's our punches, 2-inch and 1 3/4. There's radiating stitches. I don't have these. In Australia, the Rhino Ready dies and stamp set are still available. I know they're not elsewhere, but they are still here. And then we've got all those lovely Hello Irresistible Sweet Collection and the beautiful Tropical Leaf Punch. Lots of things, but these are only available online. So you want to definitely go and have a look at those. You cannot find them in a catalogue. So that's why it's definitely worth it. And the reason I'm trying to train you to go and have a look online is because this is going to be something they're going to continue to do. All right. This is not just a one-off. They're going to be doing this every few months. Okay. So you want to get into the habit of going along and having a look to see if there's any new online exclusives, because there's going to be new stuff that's not in catalogs. So that's the reason why I'm telling you about that. All right. So let me grab some basic white cardstock. Let me grab some of that. All right, and I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to cut a little, maybe about 3 centimeters or about 1 1/4 inch or thereabouts, and we're going to stick this right here. You can use seal, snail, sorry, if you have snail still, because we don't sell that anymore. Seal or Tombow or tape or whatever you like to have, but I'm just going to use Tombow because it's here. All right, and I'm just going to pop this right there along the bottom of my paper. And then I'm going to grab my punch, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to put my punch in so that my oh, why did we lose the other screen? What happened? What happened? Let's see. I don't know why. Split screen. Why is it doing that? Don't know. Is that better? That's me. Let's have a look and see what I'm doing. All right. So can you see that? So I stuck my paper down and then I punched. All right. So this is actually going to end up, I'm going to have this. I think because this paper is symmetrical, I don't want to have this off to one side. I'm going to actually have it in the middle. It is going to cover up that bit there, but it's kind of cute, so I don't mind it. All right, and I'm going to use, what ink will I use? I could use one of my new inks. Shall I use one of my new inks? Let's do that. Let's use Boho Blue. That's a bit exciting. Where did I put it? I put it over here. So let's have a little look at this colour because it's lovely. And I'm going to grab my scissors, which I had on the desk before, and now I can't find them. Oh dear. Nobody say anything. I'm going to do something really naughty. I'm going to use my ribbon scissors to cut that off because I don't know where I did with my paper snips. They're under this pile somewhere. Who else puts piles of stuff everywhere and then can't find anything? That's me. Right, so let's get this open. And I'm thinking, shall we use something new? I've got Little Monkey just swinging by to say hi and Bananas About You. No, I don't want to say any of those, so I'll use something else. What else shall I use? Maybe I've got a nice little happy birthday. Now, the interesting thing, or maybe just a hello. Yeah, let's go with a hello. This is from the Irresistible Blooms. This is a really nice set, and I like it because the words are really useful. So a nice little hello. And let's ink that up. And I'm going to pop it right here. There we go. Now, I'm going to roll this around in my ink pad just so that I get a little bit of an edge on it. It needs one. Or you could use a sponge dauber for that too, but I was just a bit too lazy to go grab a sponge dauber. All right, now I like this. It's very simple, but I think it maybe needs a vellum layer. Don't you think it needs a vellum layer? I don't know why I did a split screen. Every now and then it does that, and yeah, it's weird. Oh, good point. Leslie's making a good point that the 2 3/8 of an inch punch is also part of a bundle. There is like a word set in the new catalogue that it matches, and you can buy it as a bundle or you can buy it by itself. So that 2 3/8 of an inch is available in the catalogue. All right. I am going to grab a piece of vellum, and I don't have a bigger punch than that one, so because I don't have that 2 3/8 of an inch one yet. So let me see. Put some vellum there because vellum is the best, right? Who else is a vellum lover? Goodness me, I love vellum. Love, 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 love it. Now I'm grabbing my Stylish Shapes dies because they're so useful, and my favorite dies still my favorite dies. And then I'm thinking, what size will I need? I want to go up one size bigger than, so probably this one, because this is a little bigger. Can you see that? So that one's bigger. I'm going to go with that. And let's pop that through. All right. All right. So it's going to, I think that does look really nice on, yeah, the vellum looks good. So I'm going to pop that on dimensionals, of course. Move that back. 1 and 2. Now, I've been quite long-winded tonight, talking about colours and all that, and so we've only done one card, and we're nearly up to our time. And I'm thinking, do I do the other card I was thinking of doing, or do I not? But I want to make the right decision because I know you guys all love it when I do a second card, but at the same time, I'm thinking maybe I save it for Sunday night. What do you guys think? Oh, really, Margaret? There you go. See, Ellen, we've converted Margaret to vellum. How nice is that? Yeah, you can't go wrong with a vellum layer. You just can't. All right, so this is looking good. All right, I'm even going to, because of all the texture on here, I think I'm even going to do a second layer of dimensionals. So let me pop in those. You could just put this on flat if you wanted to, but also the dimensionals, I think, stick a little better on top of the embossing as well. All right, so that's how this is looking now. Isn't that pretty? Can you see the dimension in this? I think that looks really nice. All right, so it does, I think a piece of silver across here would look really, really good, or maybe silver twine. That would look lovely. But we also have this really nice ribbon right now that I'm tempted to use just because it's so pretty. And that is this ribbon, which is the Night of Navy. The Night of Navy, look at that. Isn't that nice? So let's use that. This is almost the end of the roll. So we've got enough probably for 2 bows on here. So let me just quickly tie this. Yeah, Ellen says she's happy to enable you, Margaret. Yes, we're the vellum enablers, both of us, bad as each other. All right, I want this to be a fairly small bow, but how nice is that? I don't want to cover up too much of the stripe either. All right. For anyone who knows, this was a full box of ribbon, and that's all the ribbon, plus this one. That's all the ribbon that I have left after the purge today. So that's all the ribbon in the I have a very sophisticated, let me show you my ribbon storage. All right, these are my plain ribbons. Okay, so when I say plain, they're not sparkly or shiny. These are the shiny sparkly ribbons, and both of them were full this morning, and both of them are not full anymore because I purged everything out of there. And you should see, I tell you what, for anyone who wants to pop back, I will post a picture of all the retired ribbon that I pulled out of these boxes, because I can promise you there's a lot more that I've taken out than what's left behind. So yeah, it's quite scary but also exciting. I love cleaning out my shelves, and I'm so excited about all the space that I have. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. All right, let me grab a glue dot. The ribbon is nice, isn't it? Silver bling would be good. You're absolutely right, Jody. I agree. Let's look and see what we can find. The only silver bling I think I have right now, though, is the festive pearls. I'm going to put this on the side. And I'm going to grab my ribbon scissors, which have never been used for anything but cutting ribbon. Shh. If you saw me use them for something else earlier, you have to, you're sworn to silence. Whoop. There we go. All right, so yes, I agree. Silver bling is what we need to do right now. So I went through all my embellishments today, and I am much better at knowing what I have now. But we have pearls would look okay on here. Pearls would look nice. I also have some gold pastel gems, which when I say gold, they're not really gold. They're kind of got all different colors in them. The only silver ones I have are these ones. They're little tiny ones. But I'm thinking, I've got a couple of packs of those. So these are ones have got the red, the green, the silver, and the gold. And these are the gold ones. These are Calypso Coral, Balmy Blue, and gold. The Balmy Blue would look nice too. And the gold. Okay. And the gold is not really gold. It's more picks up the colors that you have. So what are we saying? You know what, Jane? That's a great idea. And I have been using it a little bit for that. But retired ribbon is lovely to wrap gifts. You're absolutely right. But I've also been thinking I have so many rolls of ribbon. I'm actually thinking about putting them in with customer orders for my in-person customers. So, yeah, I agree. The vellum did make it. Let me have a little look here. Matte dots. No, I don't. I only have black matte dots. Rhinestones would work. Yep. White, says Leslie. Yes, the matte dots are staying. I did see that too. All right, so I'm tempted. I think these silver ones, even though I think silver would look really nice on here, I think they're too small. And I'm tempted to use either the gold or the balmy blue dots from the Pastel Gems, because these are beautiful. Maybe the blue is too much blue. What do we think? Do we want to go blue, which is very, well, they are very beautiful, or do we go with the gold? I think maybe the blue. And yeah, pearls would be nice too. And I've got those as well. So I've got some pearls there. Look at that. So that's an option. Balmy blue, says Joan. Joan, I think I'm going to go with you tonight. Even though I know there's been lots of comments and lots of people got, but I'm looking at these and I think they are really lovely. So let's try them out. Let's put one down here. And I'm thinking maybe another here on that bit of blue, and then maybe another just here. What do we think? Do we like that? They are shiny, but it's a bit hard to see them, isn't it? Oh, it's too many options. Too many options. But I think I just had to pick one. So tonight, I did have another card that I was going to play with tonight, but I'm not going to. I've made a decision that I'm going to put this on a, let me just pop this on a basic white thick cardstock base. Balmy blue would look nice too. Oh, tempting, tempting. Do I go white or do I go balmy blue? Maybe balmy blue. Because that would look really pretty. Let's go with that. And I'm going to call it quits after one card tonight because we spend a lot of time talking about colours. If you missed the early stuff, talking about all the colours and doing colour comparisons, go back and watch the replay because it definitely will help you get a better understanding of what colours look good with what and how close they are to other colours that we know and love. And I think that's really helpful for you to get your head around what colours are new. So let's pop this. Look, it does look really nice on the balmy blue. Look at that. Love it. Okay. I'm happy with this. I'm happier with it now I've put it on the balmy blue background. Balmy blue card base. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jane. Oh, I miss catching up with you, honey. It's really lovely that you're able to watch, though. All right, I'm just going to pop that there, and I'm going to call that a finished card. What do I love about this card? I love the texture created by the embossing folder that perfectly matches the design in the DSP, in the beautiful designer series paper. I think that makes this card. That's what's really special about it, and it's very tactile. It feels really, really good. So this is my card tonight. The card I was going to make tonight, I've got all the pieces here already cut out and ready to go, so I'm going to make that on Sunday night for you. And we might do something with this little guy too. I haven't even played with it yet. As you can see, it's still in its wrapping. So I'm thinking we might do some little monkey business on Sunday night. What do you think? How does that sound? All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, Jane, that's no good. Oh, and well, I hope it makes you feel a little bit better because that doesn't sound like fun at all. But I have heard people who have had them. My mother-in-law actually has had one. In fact, she's had both of hers done, and they just say the results are amazing. She's recovered so well and has made a huge difference. So there we go. Okay, so I'm calling that a night with this one tonight. I hope everyone is well and has a fabulous weekend. If you don't have lots on, then maybe you'll get time to craft or enjoy your products. For those of you who have not already, ordering now, of course, is available through the online store. If you're looking for the online exclusive stuff, you have to look for it in the online store. But otherwise, reach out to your demonstrator, and I'm sure she will help you place orders for all the beautiful things that you need. Have a great weekend, guys. See you Sunday. Bye-bye.